Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Laura if you're new here. Today we're gonna do my favorites for 2020 in makeup. And even though I didn't wear too much makeup because of Corona, basically I didn't go anywhere, so I didn't apply a lot of makeup last year, so not a lot of my favorites changed. I didn't purchase a lot of makeup, only towards the end of the year, due Black Friday, and yeah, I didn't even had a chance to try much yet. But yeah, I'm gonna demo the makeup that I'm gonna talk about, and yeah, I'm gonna do some swatches, and we're gonna talk about all this makeup and what changes I'm gonna make. So hands down, one of my favorite primers, it was 100% pure primers, but this year I noticed that they changed their packaging into plastic containers, so I'm gonna have to look for a new one. So please let me know your favorites, because yeah, I'm on a hunt for a new primer. It has to be non-toxic, no chemicals in it, no preservatives, and of course in a glass packaging, nothing plasticky. If you know me, I'm trying to get away from plastic as hard as possible. And yeah, it's not impossible if you're thinking about that. But yeah, I was thinking I always go for a luminous look, and because it's winter time I need more moisture into my skin, so we're gonna go with the luminous primer. Let me show you some swatches of the both primers. They both come with the pump. The mattifying primer, it's looking almost like a silicone one. So it has that kind of see-through, yeah, kind of see-through look, just like a silicone primer, and it's mattifying the skin. As you can see, it turned matte without any silicones involved, so it's only good ingredients in here. And then we have the luminous primer, which it has slime. It's slightly, it looks like a little bit milky comparing to the other one that was clear in color, and then it has some glowing like gold, not shimmer, I can't really say shimmer, but yeah, it has something glowing in there, something like slightly gold. If you see it up close, you can see it's up gold. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply this to my face today. I'm gonna take one more pump to make sure it's enough, and I'm gonna take it from my hand and apply it on my face. And I'm not gonna use a lot, but imagine this is almost like a moisturizer too. It's very hydrating, it's very good for the skin, so especially in winter time you definitely need more hydration, so this feels more appropriate, especially for me when in the winter time my skin gets like really on the dry side, get like really dry. So yeah, I really like this. But the mattifying, I think one, it feels a little bit more, how should I say this, like the silicone. This imagine it's the silicone one mixed with a moisturizer a little bit, and the mattifying one is just feels like a silicone basically, but slight difference, just slight. Okay, then we're gonna use the foundation. Hands down my favorite was still the Second Skin foundation from 100% pure with olive squalane and fruit pigments. So this is very good for the skin too, and it's very lightweight. I use shade number 1. I got another one in shade number 4 just to mix it up in the summertime when my skin get a tan, so yeah, just to match a little bit better. And what I do, I just use my fingers. So this one has like a dropper. It's very, very liquidy, it's a fluid. And what I do, try not to touch your face with the dropper when you apply it, because you don't want it to contaminate any bacteria. And and I just blend, and I really like that you can build it up. So if you feel it's like if it's not enough, you can always add a drop more. And this feels and looks just like my skin, like just flawless. And because it's made with squalane, it's very good for the skin. It has anti-aging properties. And I'm gonna add a drop more in this area around my nose and my eyes, and just to even out a little better. And voila, it's pretty quick. You can use it every day. And I notice it just makes my skin look so vibrant and so natural, and I think this is what I look the most into foundation. It's not that I don't like, this is like a medium, I'll say medium, buildable medium, but yeah, I think this is what I like this a lot, is because it looks like my skin. It doesn't look like I have anything on, and I don't know, it just does something beautiful for my skin. Now we are gonna use my favorite concealer of all the time, I guess, RMS Uncover, and this is in the shade 11, and I'm willing to try new concealers this year, so tell me your favorites. I think one of the concealer that I most want to try this year is Hint Beauty. I hear a lot of people rave about it. I like the RMS Beauty concealer because it's very hydrating. It's on the yellowish side, and it's covering my discoloration around my eyes, which is kind of bluish purplish, perfect without using a corrector. I noticed that I'm not really good at using correctors, so just getting away with one product, it's my goal, and I think this fit me great just to do that. And yeah, I just use it to get away from any discoloration around my eye. And as you can see already, my eyes are looking so much brighter and awake, even though I have this discoloration and puffiness around my eye. Now my favorite powder, and I'm not using a powder foundation, I'm not really good at that. I like translucent powders, and I discovered last year Pure Anada powders, and they are amazing. And I have here, this is in Glow, and I have it in matte, and even though it has like a shade, like a slight shade, these are not showing much on the skin, but I noticed the Glow one, it's making your skin glow, like it has like a satin finish glow. So this is the Glow. It has like a golden sheen to it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's slightly golden, you can see it in my. So if you're gonna watch my first impression videos, you're gonna see that it's really golden and glowing on my skin, but it's translucent, like it just gives slight sheen to the skin, and it's so beautiful. And then the matte one, I use it just as a setting powder. I use it under my eyes, which I'm gonna do today. So I have here a brush, and I'm just gonna take some powder and just set up my under eye. This is what I do most of the time. I don't use powder all over my face. I use more in the summer, but not in the winter. Then center of my face, but I have some fine lines, like my laugh lines, which I didn't used to have, but now I do. and then a little bit here on my forehead. Voila. Okay, moving on to bronzer, and my favorite, it's still the 100% pure Cocoa Glow bronzer because it's easy to build it up. It's very pigmented. I mean, you can use it slightly and you can build it up, you know, as pigmented as you want, but it's not striking, it's buildable, and yeah, it's just my favorite, I guess, because of that. And we are gonna shade a little bit, and what I'm doing, it's going under my cheekbones. It's so easy to go wrong with especially with contouring powder, and this is probably one of the best contouring powder in natural, non-toxic and organic beauty that I found so far. It's a neutral brown, and I'm gonna correct a little bit my nose because I have a big nose, and then my forehead because I have a large forehead, and then with whatever I have on the brush I just kind of blend everything because I don't want to have any harsh lines. And then a little bit under my jaw here at the end because I have a very striking jaw. And a little bit down my neck just to tie everything together. Okay, I'm gonna do my brows next, and I've noticed that the only product that I use and I love the most and makes my brows look the most natural is the 100% pure medium brow pomade. Yeah, this dries up a little bit in the pen, and every time it does I use a castor oil because castor oil has amazing benefits for your eyebrows, and because this is an oil based product, so you don't add water, add an oil every time you want to revive it. And I had this for such a long time. I think I have another one waiting for me to finish this one, and it's gonna last forever. And what I do for my brows, I brush them, and then I use those on e.l.f. small angle brush. I found this to be the best brush that I use for my brows, and just slightly kind of paint wherever. I guess I don't have any brows, so I'll kind of trace a line under first. Check the length because yeah, I'm missing a lot of brows due to my hormonal imbalance. And then I'm just trying to mimic the hair growing and fill my brows in. And I'm trying not to make my brows look perfect, and yeah, not to do too much, I guess. And I'm going with a very light hand. For not having any brows, and make them look as natural as they do, I guess. It's not that bad. Now sometimes what I do to make them look even more natural, I set them with the powder, with my translucent powder, and I noticed that it's not making them look like I put anything on, and people can tell, like they look so much better actually. So this is what I do. I set them up with the powder, and then I go with the brush again, with the spoolie. And this is setting, you know, the brow pomade too, so they're gonna last a little longer. But yeah, I noticed that it works better. I'm gonna go into blushes, and I was really undecided about blushes because I noticed the most blushes that I have are from 100% pure, and probably because I love them. Hands down, they are fruit pigmented, they have good ingredients in them, and yeah, why I shouldn't use something good for my face instead of chemicals. So fruit pigmented blushes from 100% pure, I think they totally rock. And let's swatch them. We have Mauvet. It's like a pinkish mauve color. It has like it's not as striking as a mauve, but it's like a mauve pink. And then we have Mimosa, which is kind of like an orangey kind of, how should I say this, it's a bright pink, like a coral. And then we have Peach, which is not a true peach. Don't expect a peach in here. It's more like a pinkish nude, I would say. It's not as bright as the other one, Mimosa. As you can see, it's like more like a nude. It's not as peach as you expect. It's not truly peach. Then we have Cherry. Cherry is very bright, pink bright, and yeah, this is gonna make you look like a healthy person, I guess. But yeah, it's more on the magenta side. This is it. So it's more bright, like a vibrant pink. Then we have Healthy. Healthy is again more on the natural side. Let's see. It's more like the peach one, but it's not as neutral. It's also more on the rosy side. It has like, yeah, this is more close to the NARS Orgasm, I would say, the Healthy one. And then we have Berry, which is also slightly darker, but yeah, very similar with Healthy. Actually, I'm quite surprised now that I see it. Berry, it's a little bit darker, but yeah. So these are all matte shades, but I really like them, and like I mentioned, the ingredients are very good for you. And yeah, I just want products that can improve my skin if possible. Yeah, just good ingredients in there. And then I have some more favorites because they are truly special. Probably if you know my last year, no, 2 years ago, this is my favorite from Zowl. I shade this 325, and this is a little more shimmery blush, and this is more on the peach side, but it has some glowing properties and it smells so beautiful. So this is more like a neutral peach color. And then I have another favorite of mine is this is Emma's blush from Sappho Cosmetics. It has like a beautiful ethereal finish to it, kinda, and it's a different kind of pink. It's very light and plummy kinda, and yeah, it's not something that you usually see. This is more on the berry side, I would say, rather than the berry. I think this is berry, the darker one from the 100% pure, but it has such a beautiful sheen to it. And I have here one more blush, Tender Twig from Pure Anada, that I love, and this is more on the neutral side, a little bit peachy neutral peach too. So it's more on the neutral side, and yeah, I guess when you don't want to put a lot, you want to go on the neutral side, you can choose this. Or so if you want some shimmer, pick one of the last three ones from Zao, Sappho, or Pure Anada, and then if you want the matte ones, go for the 100% pure. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Pure Anada today. Let's use a blush brush and apply the brush. And I always start from the high apple of my cheek and then move slowly lower by blending. Usually they say you have to smile, but if you're smiling and you apply it too low, then it's gonna be way too low. So yeah, and yeah, just a little bit of I just barely touch the blush, like I just press my brush into the blush. I don't swirl because there will be too much product, and I try to build it up rather than just apply too much. Now I had a little bit of difficulty with highlighter because I didn't try any highlighters, I guess, last year. Besides, I got this all over glow from 100% pure, which can be used from face and body, and I really like because it's a non-greasy formula, and it can be applied on face too. So that's what we are gonna do today. And yeah, it's very beautiful, it's glowing, it's just like satin, and you can mix it with your foundation if you want, and you can apply it directly on your body. And yeah, I'm gonna apply this actually. So I'm gonna apply a little bit on my hand, and I'm gonna be really quick because this dries up very, very fast. So I'm gonna swirl here a little bit and then just dab on my cheeks. And yeah, this is so beautiful, it looks so natural and barely there, it's not too much, and it's beautiful. I am going into my eyes, and hands down my favorite shades from 2020 are Prisma palette, and I have so many of them. Most of them in here are just Prisma palette in my palette, except the Ecobella ones, and I have some blue ones, and I have some pink ones, and I have a lot of shades. I noticed that I have like a lot of kind of greens and some neutral greens, and yeah, I think I want to use some of that. And I am gonna do a very simple eye look today, and I'm gonna use a base. We are gonna use this raw sienna, which is kind of like a mustard matte color, and like I'm telling you, these are so pigmented, it's insane. These eyeshadows are insane. This is a matte, but yeah, let's start with that to the crease of my eye. I'm gonna use on my half outer corner of my eye, we are gonna use Nori, which is like a crocodile green, and this is like a satin finish to it. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my brush to blend. And then inside the corner of my eye, we are gonna use Aurora, which is a chrome eyeshadow, and it's like a pinkish, but it has like a green, yeah, kind of like a green hue to it, as you can see, golden green kind of hue, but it's pink. Like seriously, it's pink. In the pan, it's pink, and when you apply it on your eyelid, it has that prismatic green kind of glow to it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wet the eyeshadows and I'm gonna apply them again, and I'm gonna start with Nori. And what I use, it's rose water. You can use just water, it doesn't matter. Okay, now we are gonna finish the on the lower lash with nori. I'm gonna drag it on the bottom of my lash a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. Half eye again, and with Aurora the other half, the bottom lash. Pencils and liquid eyeliners, hands down I still have the same favorites. Best eye pencils, black, the best is Antonym Noir. I still think this is my favorite one. It's matte, it's long lasting, it's amazing. And then for different shades, 100% pure, they have the black one, I have it too. Royal, if you want a different color, it's a very beautiful navy blue. And then we have dark cacao for a brown, very pigmented, very rich, very soft. Pewter, gleaming pewter, it's like a silver. And then white, bright eyes is called, it's a matte white. So yeah, these are my basic eyeshadows. Liquid eyeliner, hands down 100% pure liquid eyeliners are the best in my book. And we have the black tea, which is like a black. These are long lasting, they don't move, they don't budge until you remove them. And then we have dark chocolate, which is like a dark brown. It's very, very beautiful. And then I got the last one here in blackberry, which is like a dark purple. Very, very beautiful. It goes amazing with my green eyes. Now today we're gonna use just black eyeliner and black liquid eyeliner. And yeah, what I usually do, I take the Antonym liner. I usually do my inner, how should I say this, upper lid. Yeah, this takes practice. This used to make me tear so much, but I noticed by doing this, it's making my eyes look so much bigger. And I only do half eye again, as you can see, and then the bottom lash, only half eye too. Yeah, that's about it. And I notice sometimes it moves and it's just, yeah, I don't care about where it's moving, but yeah, it's kind of traveling sometimes. And yeah, the same on the other side. With the brush that I applied the green eyeshadow, I'm gonna drag again on the lower lash to kind of blend the eyeliner in. Then we're gonna apply the liquid eyeliner in black. Usually after I do that, I notice if I have any imperfections, and I can blend my eyeshadow a little more. Mascara, hands down, the 100% pure ultra lengthening mascara. I found this to be so easy to use, and I have it in the shade black tea and blackberry. And black tea is just black, and then the blackberry is like a purple. So yeah, very, very beautiful. And I go for purples because I have hazel eyes, and that just makes my eyes look even more green usually. So yeah. Now lip products. Yeah, I still have, I discovered some new lip products, and it makes me very, very, very happy because I want to get away from the plastic containers that usually lipsticks come in. And I have here two products. They are in glass containers, and that makes me really, really happy. And one of the products that I liked was the RMS Beauty Lip Shine in Honest, and this is like a slightly colored lip balm, very hydrating, high in oils. I don't know, it's just very beautiful on the lips. It feels amazing, and yeah, it has just light color, it's not too much, and I can use this daily. So I really like this container because I can smoosh my lips in. Yeah, it doesn't do that, right? Yeah. And then one more pigmented, we have Pure Anada. I tried the Rouge in Lip and Cheek in Nelly, and I really like this because it's more pigmented. This is more like a lipstick in a little pot, and the color is very beautiful, the pigmentation is very beautiful, and this feels like a lipstick. And this is more on the matte side. I mean, it's very hydrating, it's not fully matte, and yeah, it just looks great, it feels great. I'm very pleased with this. Plus it's easy portable in this container, and yeah, the pigmentation is very beautiful. That made me really happy. And then we have an old favorite of mine because I was so impressed how matte this is, the Zoya Girl Boss Multitasker, and now they have it in a glass container. They don't have it in a cardboard anymore, and this is so matte, like so pigmented, so matte, so intense. It's seriously amazing, you know, non-toxic, amazing ingredients, and yeah, it's intense, like seriously, it's just so beautiful. So yeah, definitely discover this Zoya Beauty lip product. So yeah, these were my favorites in makeup. I'm really curious, and I want to discover some favorite of yours. I would like to hear about your favorite, especially like I said in primers and concealers. I'm definitely willing to try some more, or your mascaras. Early this year I tried the Root Pretty mascara, which is in a glass tube, and I was really impressed and blown away. So I would like to hear more of your favorites, and yeah, let's start from there and discover some new makeup products this year, because last year was kind of like so I hope this year is gonna be more exciting, especially in makeup. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my favorites. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.